Jabra Elite 7 Pro are here. Let's check them out. What up, guys? The Jabra Elite 7 Pro are here. We're gonna do a first impression, not a review. I'll come back in a week or two with a full review. I've had these for a few days, so only a few days with these earbuds, but I want to tell you about them because I really like these earbuds. Spoiler alert, I really like these earbuds. So the Elite 7 Pro. Now, shout out to Jabra for sending these over to review, but not a paid review. You guys will see this before they do. Let's take a look at what we have here on the table. You saw the very quick unboxing in the beginning of the video. Let's just get into it. The packaging here, very similar to what we had with the 85Ts, right? Different color, of course, but very similar. The 75Ts and the older versions did have different packaging. Both are very nice. I do like both of them. And on the back, very similar. So very similar packaging to what we have seen already. Just a little darker color. A picture of the earbuds on here. The Elite 7 Ultimate Calls with Jabra multi-sensor voice and adjustable ANC. So we'll talk about all that once we get into the Jabra Elite 7 Pro. So on the back, will give us a little bit more about what we get here, the multi-sensor voice. And these are going to be focused on call quality, right? That's one of their main selling points here with these new earbuds, the Elite 7 Pro, and their brand new technology, which we will talk about for call quality. ANC Hearthrough mode, really good battery life on here, the sound quality on here that you typically get from Jabra, and you can see right there the battery life, 9 hours and 35 with the case, and that's with ANC on. So really good battery life, guys. Now we also get a bunch of different earbuds, small, medium, and large earbuds, and in here we do have the USB-C to USB-A to charge. We do get some paperwork, and let's take a look the actual buds here. So we finally have a different case from Jabra, right? These are the 85Ts here, so you can see the big difference in the case. A lot shorter and just a completely different case, and I like it. I like the new look. I've always liked these. These kind of stood out, right? You saw these, you knew right away these were a pair of Jabra earbuds with the 85Ts here. Now these, very different. So now we have the branding up top on the very top of the case. It is just a plastic case, but the USB-C port is actually on the front of the case, so very different. I'm not sure how I feel about that on the front. We also do have an LED light here on the front. Now this does support wireless charging as well, so we do get that. And the actual earbuds here, very clean earbuds, that typical Jabra look, the branding on there, and these are smaller earbuds than we normally get with Jabra, so that's something I do really like about these earbuds. Now let's throw them in the ear and we'll talk about all of the specs on these earbuds. So these do have Bluetooth 5.2, of course ANC and Jabra's Hearthrough mode, app support available on iOS and Android devices. Now they do have, when I do the call quality and the mic test on here, we'll talk about their new tech for call quality, right? Definitely focused on call quality with these earbuds. Now, of course, we'll go over the entire app as well. Now, these also have IPX57 water and dust resistance. So really good rating on here, guys. So feel free to work out. You're going to be fine. No worries. Sweating them all you want. You're not going to have any issues. Now, we talked about the battery life, 9 hours with ANC on. There's also a fast charge feature. 5 minutes will get you an hour of juice. And if these are completely dead, it's going to take about 30 minutes to fully charge these guys up. So really good battery life. And this is what I like to see moving forward, right? Tech is advancing. Usually we get about 5 hours of battery life with a pair of earbuds with active noise cancellation. Now Jabra came big here with 9 hours. I haven't seen 9 hours on a pair of earbuds with active noise cancellation on. So of course we'll test that and we'll talk about that in the full review. Now the price on these guys is $200. These do have a mono mode where you can use one at a time and you can extend that battery life if you want to. If you want to wear them like that, feel free. 6mm drivers in here. Your codecs are SBC and AAC, and they come in 3 different colors: a black, a silver and black, and a gold and beige. So very nice colors on here. Now let's just jump right into the video. We're going to talk about the app and we're going to walk you through the entire app. So again, available on iOS and Android devices. Let's check it out. Now, once you connect to your Bluetooth, then you can go and open up the app. It will find your app, and always check for a firmware update. I did have a firmware update with these earbuds, so I did go ahead and do that. And now we're here. You can see a picture of them up top. We do have a settings tab up top, the Elite 7 Pro, the battery life of both earbuds, as well as the case. You can see we are topped off for the most part. ANC Hearthrough mode. Now check this out. Hearthrough mode has a bunch of different levels. We'll talk about the levels once we get into it. Now, the music EQ. One thing I love about an app for earbuds is the EQ. That's what I want with an EQ. And there's a couple companies that do it the best, and Jabra is definitely one of them when it comes to what we get inside of the app. Now, down below, we get some music presets, different types of presets, energize, treble boost if you want a little more treble, if you want a little more bass, there's a bass boost, all of that. Now, we do get soundscape. You can click on soundscape, and it's going to play these sounds of whatever it may be, nature, water, something to relax you, something to help you sleep, right? Really good sounds of nature. You can just relax. And, you know, with the last version of earbuds, I reviewed the Elite 3s from Jabra. I talked about how I never really used them on the stream the next night, and I have tried it out since then, just once or twice. And it's something I would like to use more, but it is something I have to get used to. Now, you can edit the widgets down here. Now, if we go up top, you can come over here, and this is where you can do your firmware update if you have one, which you can see here. I already am up to date. I did the update the other day. Your headset settings, you can go in and you can change your audio experience. So this is going to be auto pause audio. This is in-ear detection. So we have in-ear detection on these earbuds. So if music is playing, I take one earbud out, and it will pause, and if I put it back in, it will play. And you can adjust that. You can turn that on and off inside of the app here. So Hearthrough mode is turned on. You can also adjust it so it does something different when Hearthrough mode is actually on. And my sound for music, use my sound hearing profile, so you can create your own hearing profile as well inside of this app. Now you can adjust your call experience. A mute reminder tone, you can play a tone periodically, just to let you know that the mic is muted. Very cool option there. Now, side tone is something I really like. This is going to allow you to hear your voice when you're on a phone call, and that is something I do like. Monitoring your audio is something I am used to now from live streaming, and I like to hear my own voice when I'm on a phone now. Is that weird? I don't think it's weird, but I like to hear my own voice when I'm on a phone call. The call EQ. Now, you can select how you would like to hear the other person. You can give them a little more treble or a little more bass, or you could just leave it set to default. And that's, you know, I don't really care about that, but it's cool that it is an option. Now, headset configuration right here, you can adjust when you one tap on the left earbud, it's going to scroll through ANC, Hearthrough mode, or turn it off. And you can adjust that to just scroll through Hearthrough and ANC, Hearthrough and off, or all three. Of course, I want to use all three. That's what I leave it on. Sleep mode, you can have this save battery, right? If you forget, if you don't put them back in the case and you just leave them laying around somewhere, this will automatically turn off your earbuds after a specified time. Headset feedback on here, you can have a voice guidance, a tone guidance, or no guidance at all when you are going through all of your controls. Right now, I leave it on voice guidance. I kind of like the voice on here. And it's weird for me because normally I like to change that to just a tone. A lot of times a voice guidance, it kind of stops the music or whatever I'm doing, it stops it and I got to listen to a voice. This one I don't mind so much. And in-ear detection, this is where you go in, turn it on or off. So pretty cool there. Now, if we go down, personalize your headset. This app allows you to do a ton of stuff. You can change the name, your ANC, you can personalize your ANC on here and adjust it. It's going to walk you through different options, and it's even going to give you options for your left and your right earbud. And you guys, it's pretty cool, right? I did change it up because we hear differently in our ears, right? Our right ear might hear a little better, and our left ear might hear a little worse. So I adjusted my ANC to go along with what I can hear, and I like it. I think it's pretty cool. There's also a fit test on here. You can do a fit test. Make sure you get a good seal. Very important on a pair of earbuds like this. My sound, this is your sound profile. You're going to go in and you can adjust it and create your own sound profile. Your controls is where you're going to go in and adjust your controls. And speaking of controls, I'm happy to say we do have control over everything. Now you can control your media for incoming calls, for active calls. You can change them all up. Right now I have it set And we'll go over the touch controls in a bit, but I have it pretty much set standard out of the box. I like how they have it out of the box, and I'll talk about that once we get into the touch controls. And the language, you can have the voice guidance change to a different language. So overall, just a very cool app on here. One of my favorites. Right now, since we're here, let's talk about ANC and Hearthrough mode on these earbuds. The Elite 7 Pro Hearthrough mode, I am using it right now. It's a slider, so you have 5 different levels of Hearthrough mode, and it lets in a good amount of noise, like that outside noise. But what I really like about this is my voice sounds completely natural. Completely natural sounding voice, not digitally sounding at all. One of the best, this has to be for me one of the best Hearthrough modes I've ever heard, because it doesn't, I've had earbuds that allow a lot more outside noise in, but it's still digitally sounding. This has that perfect balance of letting in a lot of outside noise and making my voice completely naturally sounding. So I like what they did here with Hearthrough mode. I think it's one of the best that I've ever heard, honestly. It's a nice balance. Again, there are earbuds out there that allow more noise in. It's like almost like a cheat code, like a hearing aid. This is not that. This is, it lets in a good amount, like a really good amount of outside noise I can hear. I can hear everything in my house right now, but my voice sounds natural, like I don't even have earbuds in. So I do like that. Now the ANC on here is really good, and you can adjust the ANC on here. And this is, when I say really good, I'm saying it right now, it's better than the 85Ts for ANC, and it's very close to some of the top tier earbuds. We're talking better than the Galaxy Buds Pro. We're talking neck and neck with the AirPods Pro, very close to the AirPods Pro. And I'm going to do more testing on this. I'm going to take these and a bunch of ANC earbuds to work. You guys know I work with a ton of machinery. We're going to test it all there. But just over a few days right now, the ANC on here is really good. I like it better than the 85Ts, better than the 75Ts, on par with the AirPods Pro. So just so you know, I will be testing this more as we move forward in the week. Now let's talk about the microphones and the call quality. And we're going to do a mic test, but Jabra has this new tech. It's called multi-sensor voice tech. And what it does, it combines 4 mics with an advanced pickup sensor in each earbud. And it automatically activates when it's windy. And then the sensors, they're going to use bone conduction tech to transmit your voice via vibrations in your jawbone, and it's basically going to detect and cancel out any wind or any noise that it does pick up. So pretty cool. We're going to test it out. We're going to do a mic test here like we normally do in a quiet room, in a crowded room, and then we'll go outside and hopefully there's a little wind, and we'll test it outside in the wind. So let's do a mic test. All right, guys, this is the mic test for the Jabra Elite 7 Pro. So far, so good with these earbuds. I do like them a lot. And what do you think of the microphones on here? Again, we're in a quiet room. I do have, miners and rigs running downstairs. The air conditioner is on right now. Can you guys pick that up? Can you hear it right now through the mic? I can hear it. I do have Hearthrough mode on as well. I'm able to hear my voice while I'm talking. So I can hear everything in my surrounding area, and I'm wondering if you can too. Let me know, drop some comments. All right, guys, now we definitely have some crowd noise going, very loud. I can barely hear myself talk anymore. But let me know what you think of the microphones. Is it clear? Does this new tech cancel out any of this type of noise? Right? We're going to go outside in a minute and we'll check out some wind. But let me know what you think. Drop some comments below. All right, guys, the Elite 7 Pro. This is the mic quality when we're outside. We're walking around. This is what it's going to sound like. Front-facing camera on the 13 Pro Max. Beautiful day out. Go get some air. Let me know what you think of the call quality on the Elite 7 Pro. Now, as far as latency, I haven't experienced any, honestly. And that's, light gaming, I've tried. Call of Duty, I've tried once or twice. I haven't gone too deep into it yet. But what I've noticed so far is basically next to no delay when watching content, YouTube videos, whatever it may be, playing games. I haven't had any problems on here with these earbuds. All right, guys, now controls on here. Again, you can control and adjust them in the app. But the way I have it set up is the way it comes stock right out of the box. So this is how I like it. I think it's perfectly set up right now. So music is playing. If I just hold down on the right earbud, you're going to see the volume slider go up. And of course, on the left earbud, the volume slider will go down. Now, single tap on the right earbud, it will pause it. And of course, it will play. And double tap on the right earbud, it will go to the next track. And of course, triple tap will go to the previous track. Now, the left earbud does do something different, so keep that in mind. If you're going to use one at a time, unless you change your functions inside of the app, you're only going to have what's available on that earbud. So right now, the way it's set up on the left earbud is volume control, right? If I touch and hold like I showed you, and one tap right now is going to scroll through ANC, Hearthrough mode, or just completely turn it off. And if we double tap, it also will go to the next track. And if we triple tap, it's going to bring up your voice assistant, whether that is Siri, Google Assistant, whatever phone you're using, it's going to bring up the voice assistant for that phone. So very good. I do like the touch controls on here, and that's what I want on a pair of earbuds, right? I want touch controls to work just like this. Now, let's talk about the sound quality on these earbuds. I'm going to open up the app really quick because we need to talk about it while we have the app open. Now, you remember I mentioned before you can go and you can personalize your own sound experience. And I suggest doing that because it's going to help you get a better sound. So the way I have it set up, you can see my EQ here. It's that V shape, very dynamic. Now, we do also have some presets where, again, like I mentioned before, you can bring up your treble. You can do whatever you want in here, or you could just use the EQ to, change it the way you want. Now, two things. Volume. We'll start with volume. Volume-wise on here, they're loud, but I would like a little more. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give these a 7.5 or an 8 when it comes to volume. Now, I can get a little more out of it, but this is out of the box, right? Not messing with the EQ a little bit. I can bring up the treble and make it sound a little louder. I can bring up some of the things that I need to bring up to give it a little more volume. But I would like a little more. Sometimes I feel like I need a little more. You guys know I like loud music though. So for most people, these are probably going to be just fine. But for me, I would like another notch or two on these earbuds. Now the sound quality on these guys, I love it. I think it's very clear. 6mm drivers on here, but don't sleep on the size of the driver. I'm going to say it right now. The size of the driver right now where we're at in tech is not that important, right? If it's tuned correctly, you're going to get some really good, detailed, and crisp sound, and that's exactly what we have here from Jabra, right? It's a very rich sound, very clear. The clarity on here is really good, and of course, you can bring up some clarity too. You can bring up the mids. The separation between voices and instruments is really good on here, and that bass, these aren't those bass cannons, right? But the bass, it hits, it's clear, it's punchy, it's sharp. I like it. When you get a nice bass heavy song, it's a smooth, clean bass, man. I like it. And that's what I want to talk about with these earbuds. I think these are just a smooth pair of earbuds. And you might describe it in a different way, but for me, these are a smooth and fun pair of earbuds. The ANC on here is fantastic. The Hearthrough mode on here is one of the best that I've ever used. Again, there are earbuds that allow more outside noise in, but the balance that we have here between outside noise and not sounding digital is fantastic. And the sound quality on here, again, I would like a little bit more volume, but the overall sound quality on here is fantastic. So the Elite 7 Pro from Jabra, are they worth the $200? I would say absolutely they are worth the $200. We're getting fantastic. Don't forget about the really good battery life on these earbuds. And a new look. I like the new look of the case. It's different. It's going to be easier, I think, to put in your pocket because it's not as tall as the 85T were. Again, you can turn it this way and you can still slim it down a little bit, but I do like this case. I will miss that case. My two things, if I had to nitpick something, right? The volume, which I talked about, and I don't know how much I like the charging port on the front of the case, but minor details here, right? We're talking about a really good pair of earbuds, and the comfort and fit on these earbuds, they're not very big at all. They're very comfortable so far. We'll see how that goes over the next few days, but so far so good on the Jabras. I do like them. I think they're a great pair of earbuds, but I'll be back with these in a week or two with a full review, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a full comparison going up against the 85Ts. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think of the brand new Jabra Elite 7 Pro. Drop some comments, hit that like, a sub would be appreciated, and I'll be back soon, guys. Peace.